Hi,
Hi
everyone.
guys.
Good. Okay. Good.
It's us. Um, it's nice to see everybody. We actually have things to discuss today. Mostly.
I don't even believe you have a plan. I have part of a plan.
Today
Do we,
in Canada, by the time you get this, may or may not be Bell Talk Day, which is January 26th, 2022. Which is a kind of like a mental health initiative, kind of held around Canada, where we all just agree that mental health is important and we talk about it for the one day and then we forget about it for 365 days.
yeah, pretty
Uh,
much.
that's it's important, but it's one of those initiatives that often goes by the wayside immediately
And
following.
also ideally would be not an initiative, it just be would open conversations
I
all the
mean,
time.
when it was created, it was an initiative to start the open dialogue. Having said that, the open dialogue often ends after January 26th every
Yes.
year. So we're gonna put our 2 cents in on like what that kind of mental health aspect is with having cerebral palsy and how we've dealt with it over, our lives and things like that. As you've known since we started this, we've discussed Bones Day on many, many occasions, and that's kind of
Have
just.
we like using that actual word though?
If Noodle stands, it is Bones Day, which is considered to be good luck. If Noodle flops and decides to act as if his bones don't exist, this denotes a No Bones Day, which is a sign of bad luck.
I think so. I think like in a few videos we talked about Bones Day. If we haven't, we'll give you a rundown. Bones Day is basically just
All the spoons, you're good to go. You have all the energy. Go do the things.
yeah, if you're having a Bones Day, it means you have a bunch of energy and you're actually doing stuff. If you're having a no bones day, it means you're on the couch and lounging around.
And
And
being kind to yourself in soft pants.
if you don't know the exact reference that Jaylee is talking about, follow John Graz on TikTok and learn about Noodle the bug.
He's
Uh,
lovely and he has started dictating our lives on some level. No, I'm kidding.
no, he has absolutely. When when there is a reading, it is regularly shared with between us. Basically, like the crux of what I'm trying to get at is a lot of the time for us, mental health means we're just having. The best way to put it is, if there's 5 days in a week, work week, right? Well, for most of us, anyways, there's 5 days in a work week. We
We get
maybe,
one or two good ones.
yeah, we maybe get one or two.
And they're never at the start of the week either. It's always just randomly interspersed. We get one or two and that's it.
I get a solid one usually on Thursday. I don't know why that's been the pattern, but Thursday usually is the one where it's like, all right, let's do this.
That's because
Uh,
your body's like, we got one more day. Let's just screw it. Let's go.
it's definitely like for that's from my perspective anyway. It's just the mental health aspect is like you get one decent like brain completely functioning, ready to do this thing. Not necessarily depression. It's just mental fatigue comes a lot faster for me. So
Yeah,
that
and I'm pretty sure. Like, sorry.
no, I was gonna say that's just my perspective, but I mean obviously she can talk about hers, but
I don't know. I don't really. This is gonna sound bad coming from like probably a future social worker, but I don't really like pay attention to my mental health all that much. Like I do, and I know when I'm slipping into like a little bit more of a depression or having a better day kind of thing, but I don't do anything about it, and I really probably should. And it's weird because if your body is having a crap day, then the mental health takes a back seat because you're just like, we gotta deal with the body and we gotta make that function. Whereas if the
mm,
body's having a relatively decent day, usually the mental health decides it's taking over and goes, okay, now it's my time to shine.
yeah. You never often get a double header of good days, it seems. But
With both.
it's one of those things where you just I don't know, maybe that's just a CP mentality where you function regardless of what you're dealing with, even mental health wise. Um, it's just kind of perhaps that's just a disabled trope.
I
Where
mean, maybe. I mean, I remember in a documentary that was done on the theater company that I'm in now a while ago, one of the people that was doing the documentary was basically like, I can handle a bad body day. I can handle a bad like mental health day. I just can't handle both at the same time. So maybe we've all just kind of internally programmed that and been like, okay, I can handle one or the other, just not both.
yeah, so I think the big thing for us with like Well Let's Talk is it's not necessarily something we should like talk about just the mental health side. It has to be the full spectrum. And I think a lot of us, me and myself included, don't talk about that part or any of it basically. Like
Yeah,
even
no, I don't.
even with like every single one of my employers and the ones that do listen to this, it's true. Every single one of my employers always say, "Oh, you're always so positive all the time." And the truth is, some days when I come into work, I'm not there, but I will make it seem like I am there.
Yeah, same.
You know, it's
Same.
it's just something that I do. Like as soon as I come through the office hallway, there's something flip. Like it's just, I
Yep.
flick a switch. I flick a switch, and it's like for 4 hours I can put on a smile, and then as soon as I go home, it's like I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Like my brain goes to sleep. I stay awake, but my brain goes to sleep.
Yeah. And
So
or just like ball your eyes out for a solid 20 minutes and then be a zombie for the rest of the night. Oh,
yeah, sometimes there's stress days where you just have to let everything go. But every person I've talked to with CP, and if you've had a different experience and you're a part of and even if you're not, obviously, talk about yours for sure. But that's just kind of what we've dealt with. It's just
yeah.
one or the other. If we can get through one per
Then
day,
the other one gets a back burner and we'll deal with it another day. And
yeah,
I kind of hate that I'm like that in a profession that requires a lot of, well, going into a profession that requires a lot of self care, a lot of self reflection,
Cola.
a lot of like taking care of yourself. I'm bad at that.
yeah. But the thing is, I think you're bad at that for yourself. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily that you're bad at that for other people. It's
No, but in order to do it well for other people, you have to like take care of yourself first too. And that has been hammered into me from day one. And I'm still 4 years later, like almost unschooling, still really bad at it.
um. I mean, that's just like a personal growth thing. I think me being my age and you being your age, that I don't want to bring our age gap into it, but when I was down that side, like in the lesser half of 25, I didn't really like care about that stuff. I didn't really like. I was like, ah, whatever. I'll be good the next day. It'll be fine. But like when you hit like my age, when you hit 29 to 32, kind of in that range, it's one of those things where you even mental days, as opposed to physical days, you recover a lot less quickly. So it's almost like eventually your body will force you to acknowledge the fact that okay, I'm not so hot right now. So
Yeah, no.
uh, it's one
And
of
I
those
will be the
things that
first to admit I occasionally welcome physical ailments in the name of a mental break from the world. It's like, okay, I can like just not deal with anything today because I have to handle my body.
that's fair, and maybe that is your brain causing the physical ailments to force you to take
Oh,
breath
probably.
every
Do I
now
want to
and again.
delve into the psychic like implications of that? Not really.
No, for sure, but I just mean maybe that's just a sign from whoever's looking after you that okay, need to chillax every now and again. Spend too much time on like the sad aspects of it. I do think there's a lot of positives that come with it, and we talked about the negatives that come with it for 11 minutes, surprisingly already. But there is like with Bella talking. I think it happened probably about 10 years ago. They started this, and it's done a lot of good. And I think for me personally, like I've had people open up since then to me, just in random chats and things like that, telling me their stories, things like that. So at least it has opened some dialogue and allowed people to understand that being vulnerable even to a complete stranger is absolutely okay. Just remember that although it's a nice thing that happens once a year, remember to keep dialogue open because once this video comes out, this entire day will be forgotten by the majority of Canada, and that's a sad thing. So if you do need to reach out, Shay and I are always here, open book. We do have an email address. We have TikTok. I know we didn't use it quite the way we
I was
wanted
gonna
to
say
at
I
the
will freely
time.
admit I have not checked our TikTok in like a month.
Like I said, feel free to reach out. We are very, like those that have reached out to us, we are very responsive and rather quick about it.
You are.
Um,
I'm not until I know that I'm not until you be like, hey, there's a person that like messaged us. Do you want to like deal with that? And then I'm like, okay, I'll go check
no,
it.
usually what happens is if it's for you, I tell you immediately. If it's a general inquiry or just for both of us, I'll usually handle it. But there has been at least one person for sure that has reached out directly to Shay and they have had a conversation. That was like a few months ago, and I'm pretty sure Shay has already forgotten. But
I'm sorry, whoever you were. I'm sorry, but I absolutely have forgotten.
but anyways,
What, now you're just silent. What's happening? Just keep talking, Kyle. Either leave this in or cut it out.
what I want you
Here.
what I want you to do, Kyle, is when she says my voice goes gargly, just do a voice mod that makes me sound like Darth Vader, because I'll sound
Cause that's what it sounds like.
because I'll sound completely normal to everyone on this recording, but Shay will thinks I sound like Darth Vader. So when she says I can't understand you, turn my voice to Darth Vader because yeah, it'll just need we just need some comedic relief for this episode. So
Yes, and that was nicely timed, honestly.
final point, please just like I said, feel free to reach out if you're struggling, if you're not struggling, if you need just to vent and not for us not to reply at all, we will allow you to do that. So feel free, and I will end my 2 cents. One final request: if you have ideas for it, that's part of the problem, by the way. If you have ideas for us to talk about, tell us in the comment section because
Please tell us what you want to hear because okay, Kyle and I and Brian eventually we're all having a discussion and he was like, you need to like sit down and like come up with a list of videos so that we can have a consistent posting schedule and not disappoint humans. And we were like, okay, but we have no ideas because our lives are no longer interesting to us because we live it every day.
yes,
And he was like, but other people find like what you go through and how you live and how you handle it interesting. So please give us ideas of what you want to hear. Help us.
even if it's like the basics, I don't care. Just give me something. But if you do give me basics, it's not going to be a 20-minute video going forward. probably, if that's right.
Oh no, it will be because we're long-winded. as hell.
We are. Well, I am.
We get up, we go to work, we come home, we sleep, we do it all again.
Yeah, it's just not been overly exciting, and we haven't really had anything in our lives that's like, ooh, we should make a video about this, you know?
No.
So,
Although, did we tell them about the radio production?
yes.
Okay. Then that's my exciting news that I didn't think we told you, Con. Okay, no.
I think we did, but if we didn't, Shaylee,
I am in yet another radio production. So same company, same people, different play, different role for me. So that's part of the reason I've been super busy.
and what is it called?
Neither heroes nor ordinary people. And it's going to be a radio play again. So as soon as I am allowed to and it's open to the public, I will post the link somewhere.
But we will also post it on our Facebook page. We don't really promote our Facebook page, by the way.
We really don't. We probably should.
We do have a Facebook page. Follow a little bit of a big mess. Find us on Facebook. We do have a Instagram page. We
Oh
do-
yeah, I made it.
Yeah, we posted like 3 photos.
I made that. And I didn't remember it existed.
Yeah, you did. And we have a TikTok, which, again, if you give me ideas, I will post TikToks as opposed to large videos.
Yes.
I just don't have ideas.
TikToks are way easier to film also.
I can do 10 seconds of like, yeah, this is how I open whatever.
Okay, speaking of opening things, do we want to tell them?
Okay, listen, okay. First of all, as you've watched our videos, you know that Shaylee opens things with her mouth or teeth. Fine. Fine. I thought that ended with pudding cups. Pudding cups are not meant to be opened with your mouth. Now, I'm casually watching a YouTube video while Shaylee goes and gets her pudding cup. I'm watching the YouTube video. Shaylee's in the corner. I'm casually paying attention. One eye on Shay, one eye on the video. Like, whatever. It's no big deal. Watching. Shaylee grabs pudding cup, pieces pudding cup away from her. Like the end where you open it away from her face. Then,
For demo purposes, I've still got the pudding cups.
yeah.
So I had it like this, and obviously the lid was closed.
Yeah, and then she grabs it with her lips and pulls away. And it opens.
And just
And I'm like, I did a double take. I was like, did you just open a pudding cup with your mouth? And she's like, yeah. Like, duh? And I'm like, what do you mean? What? She's like, well, don't you do that? I'm like, no, I open it like a regular person.
I'm not strong enough to open it with my fingers. I can't do it.
I mean, that's fair. Like, I was just like, but it was so casual. Like, it was something you do every day. It was like,
It is how I open pudding cups. It's how I open fruit gummy snack things too. Fruit snack packs.
honestly, guys, she looked like Lady and Lady in the Tramp, just opening anything. That's what she looked like. And I mean, that is a microcosm of our relationship. Definitely a Lady and Tramp. Right?
No, never.
Definitely. But that is a fun little story because
And then I proceeded to get pudding on my microphone.
we've literally, like, before this started, the only reason I wanted to film is because we were laughing for like 20 minutes about absolutely nothing at all.
It was
So,
amazing.
yeah, we love you guys, man. We really do, and I know we
We
haven't
miss you.
been around, but please, for the love of God, give us video ideas.
Please help us.
Buzz, will you get up here and give me a hand? That's very funny, Buzz. This is serious!
And we will post more if you do. We promise.
Yes.
But that's it for me. So thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the video. Click subscribe if you really like it.
Click the notification bell so you never miss any of our posts.
And we will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Comments.
Where are the stars tonight?